Morning! Welcome back to another weekly vlog. How was your weekend? Did you have a good weekend? What did we do? My brother got his new house, so we went over there and had a look at his new house. He's got a new build. New builds are always lovely, aren't they? It's like a clean slate, a blank canvas to do whatever you want with. So we went over there and had a look at that. And it was actually where he has bought his house, just around the corner, literally like a 2-minute drive. You could actually walk to it if you wanted to, was where I got married. So when I showed my son where his mum and dad got married, he was a bit like, oh, wow. And then he kind of ran off and played with his cousins. And it's right across the road from where my nieces go to school. So it's a lovely, lovely house. And my brother is happy, which is all I want for him, is to be happy. So went over there on Saturday, and then on Sunday my ex took my son, bought the day for a birthday party, and they went to West Brom football stadium because my ex is taking him to like lots of different football stadiums and having his photo took outside with the badge. And so far he's been to 4 of them. I'm not going to tell you which 4 because one of them is the town that I live in, so I'm not going to say that because I don't obviously tell you where I live. I live in the southwest, but I don't actually tell you exactly where I am. But we are going to Southampton for a Disney cruise. So I'm trying to find out how far the Southampton football stadium is to where we're from the cruise ship, you know, from where the dock, where port, I don't know, whatever it's called. I just trying to figure out how far it is, because maybe if we go a little bit earlier, I might be able to take him to Southampton and get a photo took there. And then my dad is a big Aston Villa fan, so I'm going to see in the Easter holidays, so he wants to come with us to Birmingham and take one outside the Aston Villa stadium and have a look in their shop. So anyway, I don't know why I told you all that, but there we go. Today is Monday, another good week so far. A lot of people go, oh, it's Monday, but to me it's like, it's Monday. It's actually car day today. I should be getting my car today, so I'm very excited about that. And I signed up to something called Rover. So Rover is a website where you can put your details in and you can do some dog walking, dog boarding, or anything like that. And I found it by someone showing me on TikTok. So I had a look and I looked into it, and now we haven't got Toby and we're not sure if we want a dog right now or we want to wait a little while. So I thought this way we can have some dogs in the house. My son knows how to greet dogs because we went on a training course a few years back, went into the Dogs Trust. We went to a Dogs Trust centre, and it was teaching kids how to greet dogs, how to handle dogs and all that. So he's been taught all that, and we talk about it all the time. But we have a puppy, Cocker Spaniel, come into our house on Thursday for 4 nights, and I'm very excited. And I get paid to do it. So it's just another way of bringing in some extra money. I've had dogs my entire life. I've known dogs my entire life. So we had a chocolate Labrador when I was 5 until I was 14. And then we had a Jack Russell Cross Whippet when I was 17. And then we had, well, we didn't have. My brother then got the boxer, which is Cooper, and then we had Toby, who obviously passed away last October. Don't want to get a dog just yet because we are going on the cruise, and I don't want to kind of like be tied and try and find someone to have the dog, even though I know family would. But this way, I feel like, let's get the cruise out of the way and then we can talk about having a dog. But in the meantime, let's get used to having a dog in the house again. Let's learn our skills about how to handle dogs and be around dogs and stuff. My son will not be left in the room with a dog on his own. I will always be with him, or the dog will come with me while I'm out cooking or anything else. I will never leave my son in the room on his own with a dog that he doesn't really know. But I will get, I don't really like talking about money, but just to give you an idea, I will get from Thursday through to Monday around about £140 just to sit and look after a dog. And I absolutely love dogs. Now, I've done all my research, all my license, everything I needed to do has all been done. So I'm all official and everything's correct. So don't have to worry about any of that. I'm not just going to do it and hope for the best. I make sure that I followed the correct steps, and I make sure that I've read the entire website of their tips and tricks of how to greet dogs and everything. But yes, very excited. So that's another thing to add on to my side hustling. So I've got the reselling, which is going okay, not great, but okay. I'm making about £30 to £40 a month, not a lot really. But right now I'm just trying to sort out things in the house and sell them. And then obviously now I've got the Rover as well. And obviously I'm monetized on YouTube, and I've got my usual work that I do as well. So, you know, just trying to better my life and trying to find little side hustles that I can do while I'm still at home and while I work from home and stuff like that. So anyway, all is good. All is well. I'm very excited, very happy for what the week is going to bring. It is Pancake Day tomorrow, and I suck at making pancakes. So I will show some footage of that for tomorrow. And then on Thursday, it is World Book Day. So obviously this is going to go out after World Book Day. But if you have children, what did they go as for World Book Day? My son wants to go as a footballer, but I've just had to ask his school if he can actually wear a football kit, because sometimes they're okay with it and sometimes they're not. So I have to go and double check. But if not, I have found another book about a monkey footballer who wears white shorts and a red t-shirt. So I thought, right, that is going to be very easy to find. So if we're not allowed to wear a football kit, we can wear that instead. So, and then he's got a school trip. Oh my God, it's all go, isn't it? Doesn't stop, does it? Doesn't stop. But I'm feeling good. I'm feeling very positive in myself. I'm feeling, just feeling content, if that makes sense. If you watched last week's vlog, you saw that I had a very bloated tummy from eating wheat, and it is now Monday. I had that last Wednesday. It's now Monday, and I still got it slightly. It's getting smaller and smaller, but it's there slightly. And I don't know if anyone else has done this, but I was doing some research and someone put on, I think it was Instagram, to do breath work to help with digestion. So I did. And ever since I started doing that, I've been doing it for a few mornings for the last couple of days. I've noticed that I'm much calmer. I've noticed that I'm much happier. And I've noticed that my stomach bloatedness that I had is starting to deflate. But let me know if you've ever done breath work, or if you've ever thought about doing it, because I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of like watching stuff on YouTube. But let me know what you think. Anyway, I'm going to get on with my work because I'm waiting for my car garage man dealer, my car dealer, I can't remember what he was called, to give me a ring and let me know my car's ready. But once I've got my car, I'll put in some footage of my car. So hopefully you'll see that next. Tuesday, I got my car, but I didn't get it until late last night because my car dealer was in hospital. So he got out late last night and he brought the car to me, which was so nice of him. I'm just taking like 6 things upstairs while I'm trying to talk to you at the same time. So I have my car. I will show you that in a little while when I go back out to pick up my son from school. But this morning, oh my God, it's been a nightmare. I was going to show you pancakes because it's Pancake Day. Have I showed you pancakes? No. Do you know why? Because I spilt the batter all over the floor because the internet decided to break this morning. Well, not break, not work. The internet decided to not work this morning. So I was online using data to contact them to get them to help me sort it out. They couldn't, had to send an engineer. They might not have been able to send him until 4 o'clock this afternoon, but he very kindly came at 8:45 when I just got home from the school run. So that's great. But yeah, so it's just been an absolute nightmare. Pancake batter all over the floor, no internet, so I thought no work. That's now fixed. I got the guy who's a chatter, and I love talking, but I was kind of like, go away now, I've got stuff to do. But I love talking to people like that. I do get nervous of talking to people. But if it's like a one-on-one, I'm much better than I am if it's like in a group. I'm no good in a group. So, but wow. So pancake batter over the floor. And then the internet went down. And then my son went flying in the pancake batter. Luckily I caught him, so he wasn't hurt. But that happened. And then I had to drive my new car to school. And if you have a new car, obviously you know how to drive, but you don't know how the car feels, do you? Like with my old car, I knew how it drove. I knew what sounds was normal for it. I knew everything about the car. And then when you get a new car, you have to learn, well, what's that noise? What's this noise? But where's this button? Where's that button? And you're just trying to get your bearings. So we went a little bit earlier, we drove the car, and it is actually a lot bigger than my previous car. So my previous car was a Kia Picanto, and now I've got a Renault Clio, a 213 Renault Clio. But what a morning. So the guy came when I pulled up from doing a school run. He's been here for about an hour, and 30 minutes of that was just chatting. And then I had to clean up. I cleaned up the pancake batter, obviously, but the floor was still sticky. So I had to clean up all the floor. I had to give the floor a mop. And then I had to clean down all the sides because it went everywhere. And obviously I was trying to get my son ready for school. So I had to, oh dear. Oh dear. So I felt like crying. And I cried last night. This is a really rubbish vlog. Oh, I had a cry last night. For no reason. No reason. I just felt like I had all this emotion bubble up and I just cried. And my son was like, "Mum, why are you crying?" I was like, "I don't know why. I don't know." And I was just crying. But I think all women have that. Sometimes we just need to let it out, don't we? We just need to cry. So that's what I did. I had a big cry last night for no reason whatsoever. And then this morning, all this went a little bit wrong. And I cried. I wanted to cry again, but I didn't. And I just thought, okay, it's a bad day, but we can turn it around. It can turn around into a much better day. And it has turned around. The internet is fixed. So I've got the internet again so I can work. I've got the kitchen all cleaned up. So that's all done. All it is now is I'm a little bit behind on my work. So I've just made a cup of tea. I'm going to have that. I'm going to change out of my jumper and put my cosy jumper on, my cosy, stay at home, filthy, grubby jumper on. The jumper that's filthy and grubby and gross, that jumper, that is your creature comfort jumper that you really should throw away, but you just can't bring yourself to do it. Or am I just that disgusting person? Let me know. So I'm going to put that on. I'm going to blare some music and I'm just going to get on with my work. So yes, this is a very erratic, crazy weekly vlog, and it's Tuesday, so I'm going to try and record every single day this week, but yeah, it's Tuesday and I'm already going crazy. So, but hey, let's keep positive. Even if today starts off as a bad day, you can always turn it around. So it's only 10 o'clock in the morning. I've still got the rest of the day. I can still turn it around. So I'm going to get on with my work, or I'm going to keep getting further and further behind, and I will catch up with you a bit later. Morning, it's Thursday. I didn't record yesterday. It was a bit of a busy day because I had a dog come in today who's already here and absolutely lovely. So earlier on, I said that I signed up to Rover, which is a dog sitting company, and my profile's up there. People contact me if they got to go away or just need a dog sitter for the day. I've only had to turn one down so far because it was between getting my car. So I got my first dog today. He's a Cocker Spaniel. I'm not going to say his name because it's not my dog, but he is a puppy. And he's just adorable. And when you haven't had a dog in your house for a few months, if you're new here, my dog passed away in October. So we now have a dog just dog sitting for the weekend. So by the time you see this, the dog will be back with his owner. But he's absolutely lovely and my boy absolutely loves him. But this is him. This is the dog that we are taking care of today. He is absolutely beautiful, but I have a ton of work to do and I can't do it because all I want to do is stroke the dog. But he can be left on his own for up to 3 hours, which is great when I do the school run, because obviously I can't take the dog into the school and I don't want to leave him tied up outside the school because I don't know the dog. And he's a puppy, and I'm always worried that he's going to get stolen. He's just pulled his blanket off the bed. This is amazing. I absolutely love it. It makes me really miss having a dog, but at the same time, this way I can still have a dog in the house, get paid for it, but then maybe not make the full commitment of a dog, because we are going on a cruise in a few months' time. But he is absolutely adorable, and I love him. I've only been here for like 3 hours. But I'm going to try and get on with some work. Even if I can't work, I'm going to try and get on with some housework. He's just settled down with a little chew, so I'm hoping he'll chew that for a little while, and I can get on with some work. But yes, it's adorable having a dog back in the house again. So I'm really happy. I didn't make it on yesterday. I actually bumped into an old school friend, and we went for a coffee. And then by the time we put the world to rights, it was mid-afternoon, and I thought, oh, I must get back and do some work. And then I went pick up my son from his dad. But his dad's now gone to New Zealand for 2.5 weeks. He's back for 1 day, and then he goes to Washington for a week. So really am solo parenting over the next few weeks, but having the dog here is really helpful, keeps my little boy entertained. And then we're going to go for a walk with my dad tomorrow, Saturday, sorry, and go for a nice long dog walk with my dad. And then I don't know what we're doing then, but this is day 1 of completely solo parenting. Let's see what I'm like on day 14. But other than that, all is well. So I'm going to try and get on with some work while he's happy, and I will come back to you probably tomorrow and still have this huge smile on my face because I've got a dog in the house, but it's so, so nice. Sat in my nice new car. Don't you love a new car smell? You know, it's all fresh and clean until your kid gets in it and starts eating in it and walking over seats. Right now I've had it just under a week and it still has that nice new car smell. Come back to next week's vlog and it probably won't be the same conversation. But I'm having such a good time with the dog. I absolutely love having the dog. We had him for the first night last night, and he jumped on my son's head at 5:15 this morning, ready to wake up and play. My son wasn't happy, but then he stayed awake from 5:15. So I'm hoping tonight he might go to bed early. Yeah, we'll wait and see. We've got the dog until Monday, and however much I am loving having the dog, it's made me realise that I'm not ready for another dog. I'm really enjoying dog sitting, day dog sitting, night dog sitting. I like doing that and then giving them back. I just don't think I'm ready for one just yet again. There are goals I want in my life, and I feel that a puppy is a lot of hard work, and I forgot how much hard work they are, and I really want to achieve these goals first. So I will get another dog. I just want to achieve the goals in my life before I get one. I don't want any distractions, if that makes sense. I'm so determined. I'm so focused on where I want to go. So, yeah. But let me know what you think. I think it's a good decision, because if I don't really want a dog, then I get a dog just for my son. I don't think that I would love the dog as much as I would if I actually wanted one and I was ready for one. And it's an actual living creature, isn't it? And dogs are just like family, so you need to be sure that it's what you want. And right now, my son is ready for one. I don't think I am. I think I need a little bit more time, and I want to achieve the goals for myself, and I want to achieve the goals for my son and I as well. So that's how I stand on that. On another note, I have bought a hair dye, which is a bit of a darker blonde than this one. I don't want to be this blonde anymore. I want a little bit of a change, but I don't want to go brunette. I was thinking redhead, but again, I'm not sure. So I thought, let's go a darker shade of blonde and see how it goes. I don't know if I'm going to get time to do it this weekend, or I'll have to wait until my son goes back to his dad. But let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. So this week has been up and down, hasn't it, really? Monday, I got the new car. Tuesday, Pancake Day, that went disastrously wrong. Wednesday, I met a friend for a coffee. I bumped into an old friend that I went to school with, and we ended up going for a coffee and spending the day together, which was really, really nice. I had such a great time. And then on Thursday, we got the new dog for the weekend, and that was eventful and new and strange. And then today has been a bit more of a relaxed day, but I'm absolutely exhausted because it's just what a week. Anyway, I'm going to end the vlog here. I'm going to spend the rest of the evening with my son. I don't know what we're planning on doing. I did introduce him to Cool Runnings, and he loved it, absolutely loved it. His dad, I think I said before, is Jamaican, so he's all going around going, yeah man, and all that kind of stuff now. But I think I've mentioned that before. As I've introduced him to Cool Runnings, I think I'm going to introduce him to Mighty Ducks, but I do want to introduce him to Back to the Future, so I'm going to see if I can find that for a movie night this weekend with my little boy. So we will see what happens there. But any other movie suggestions from the 80s and 90s, Gremlins is a no-go, Goonies is a no-go, but any other 80s, 90s films that you think my junior school child would like, drop them in the comments below and I will check them out and see if I think he's ready for them, because some kids his age might be and some kids might not be. So let me know in the comments. So thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you like the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe so you don't miss any future videos from me. I hope whenever you're watching this, you're having a good morning, good day and good evening, and I will see you on the next one. Bye guys.